Hey Total MTG fans, it's Matt here, and it is a Deck Tech Tuesday. So before I get into my deck, I just want to say thank you to everyone that sent me kind messages on the video that I posted about my mum passing away. It's made me do my videos a little bit quicker than I want, feeling the love from everyone. So I just wanted to say thanks for that. It did really, really mean a lot. And, I've got the... talking very personal stuff here, but, I feel very close to some of my subscribers and, a lot of my subscribers. I will put, as many videos as I can over the next few weeks. I've got the funeral next week, so it could be a little bit quiet next week. Depends. I might make lots of videos because it'll keep me occupied, but I know all you guys are just keeping with me. And we're still gaining subscribers without putting many videos out, which is always good. So, anyway, let's get on to Deck Tech Tuesday. So, if you follow me on Instagram, if you don't, why not? Just go and follow me on Instagram, Total MTG. I am making my first legacy deck ever. So, the deck that I've chosen to make is, I found, it's going to be his budget version to start off with, because legacy is very expensive to get into. The budget decks that I looked at were this one that you can see here, which is NIC FIT. This is the one I've chosen at the moment. Burn is very, I'll say cheap, but cheap compared to some legacy decks. Just basically trying to stay away from my favourite colour, which is blue. Because I do not have 4 Force of Wills, so I don't have 1. So I wanted to play something fun. Burn I could have easily made as well. But Burn, I just don't play Burn very well. So I'm a firm believer of when you play a deck that you find fun, play a deck that you're going to play well, or, fairly well. I've got no line to you at all. I do not know legacy decks or, what the meta is or anything like that. So I basically picked a deck. I spoke to a couple of friends of mine. They had a look at the deck, said it seems fun and could be good. I will update it over time, hopefully make it stronger. It did, the full strength version did, has won I think it won a constructive league. And I looked on SCG results, and it did get, I think, a top 10, or it was the 11th in one as well. So obviously, with the best pilots, it can win matches, but obviously that is not me. But it looks, I've put it on the MTGO so you can see it, what I've made in card form. I'm very, very close to making this now. I need the Sensei's Divine in tops, a couple of creatures. I need a Gaddock, and just picking up the odd things, but majority of it I've all got. The Prexing Tower I need to get hold of as well, but gradually picking it up. Like I said, if you follow me on Twitter, I do post up the cards of the deck as I'm going along. So let's have a look at this deck. Now this deck is totally different compared to most legacy decks. What legacy deck would ever think of playing Siege Rhino? Siege Rhino is obviously very good in Standard. When it was in Standard, it was the best card from Standard of its time. And it's very good in Modern as well. Now, after looking online, reading up and doing a bit of research, like a lot of, Modern, the removal in Legacy, Source to Plowshare, obviously you can deal with it, but the main part of it is they're not really there to deal with creatures like Siege Rhino. They use Lightning Bolts, they use Abrupt Decays. We run 1 Maelstrom Pulse, but not many decks I don't think run Maelstrom Pulse. So just having, a look at, I'm going through SGG, looking at top decks and seeing what they play. But this to me seemed fun, and I love playing Rhinos as well. So the main part of the deck is getting your Veteran Explorer out. They just turned up in the post today for me, which is very good. This is a 1 green and it's a 1/1. When it dies, each player may search his or her library for up to 2 basic lands, put them onto the battlefield. Then each player who searched his or her library, you get to shuffle it. Now, with this deck, obviously it's budget, but this works well with basics anyway. So the main deck runs basics as well. We got a lot of basic. We got 4 forests, couple of plains, 3 swamps. So we can go and search for these with our Veteran Explorer, and we're looking to ramp into some big stuff. So the creatures that we also have, we have a Thragtusk that's very, it's got a lot of value in Thragtusk. It's a 5/3, so it can be hit with a bolt. But when it enters, you gain 5 life, and when it leaves the battle, you get 3/3 Beast Token. So that is, that's pretty cool. I already mentioned the Siege Rhinos. Comes in, gain 3 life, opponent loses 3 life, and importantly, it's a 4/5. is out of Abrupt Decay range. It's out of Lightning Bolt range. It's, you know, it's really, really good. Now, we also run a Scavenging Ooze, good against graveyards. You know, get a lot, you know, graveyard stuff. Is the deck I also looked at was Manaless Dredge, because obviously it's manaless. I think it runs one. I can't remember the land, but it was a quite inexpensive land, and the deck looked, you know. But I wouldn't be confident about playing that deck, so I didn't go for Manaless Dredge. We run a Gaddock Teague, good against Force of Will. Non-creature spells with covenant mana cost 4 or greater can't be cast. Non-creature spells with X in the mana cost can't be cast. So, you know, that is a really good creature. Obviously, you know, can be killed with plows or something like that. But it's a really good card, Gaddock Teague, and it will help us against some of the decks, I hope. One of the Veteran Deathrite Shaman. 1/2 for it, so you either pay a green or a black for it. And it just does everything, you know. Exile target land from graveyard, add 1 mana every colour to your mana pool. Pay black, exile target instant sorcery card, each opponent loses 2 life. And it has the green and tap exile target creature card from the graveyard, and you gain 2 life. So as you can see, this is a bit of a toolbox kind of deck. You basically use Green Sun Zenith. If you can hear my cat in the background, I'm sorry about that. I should have fed it before I started. Silly me. But you know, this is live recording. Green Sun Zenith. So that can either turn 2 go and get you your Veteran Explorer. And then, you know, maybe we want to get the Veteran Explorer out. The way we can do to sacrifice it, because we want to, you know, basically we can sacrifice it ourselves with Cable Therapy. Cable Therapy can be a turn 1 play potentially. You don't know what you're playing, but you can just look at their hand, have a little peek at their hand, and then you can flashback it by sacrificing a creature. So what we do is sacrifice our Veteran Explorers and we ramp into some lands. Now, each player may do this, or opponent may do it, but I'm thinking in Legacy, not a lot of people play a lot of basic lands. So this will certainly help us out a bit, and hopefully potentially get into some more ramp. So the Green Sun Zenith is very good for that. We also run 3 Sensei's Divining top. It costs 1. Pay 1, look at the top 3 cards of your library and put them back in any order. So it's good for, you know, it's like a scrying event thing. You're looking at that. You can tap it, draw a card, and put a Divining top on top of its owner's library. So Sensei is very good card. I'm going to try it with 3. Sometimes some decks have been running 2, but I'm going to try with 3. Get onto some removal. What do we have? We have 3 Swords of Plowshares, 1 white, exile target creatures. Controller gains life equal to its power. Very, very strong and very good. We also run a 1 of Maelstrom Pulse. We do run ourselves a couple of Abrupt Decays. Can't be countered by spells or abilities. Destroy a target non-land permanent with covenant mana cost 3 or less. And then we run some Pernicious Deed. I can never pronounce that one. Sacrifice Pernicious Deed destroys each artifact, creature, enchantment, and covenant mana cost X or less. So it doesn't deal with planeswalkers, unfortunately, but it's still a very good source of removal, and you know, it's worth playing. We've got 3 of them in there. And like I say, it is a bit budgety, and they're not too dear. I think they were over here about £6-7 I saw out, something like that, I'm not too sure. But I do have 1 or 2 in my collection already, so I was quite lucky there. The Planeswalker I'm running is going to be Soaring Grim Neresis. So like I said, you can ramp into stuff, and this is just, you know, starts off with 6 loyalty. You know, who plays this in Legacy? I mean, I think the main, like, non-budget deck plays Soaring Lord of Innistrad, and they might play a Garrett Relentless as well, I saw. But this is, you know, I'm gonna test it up a little bit, try everything, but I want to try Soaring. Reveal the top card you like, put that card in your hand, each opponent loses life. And we've got potential to do a lot of damage with some big, big stuff there. You know, we've got the, you know... Oh, forgot about one more creature, very important creature. Who can forget about Eternal Witness? You know what Eternal Witness does. When you enter the battle, you return target card from your graveyard to your hand. So this can get back, you know, anything that maybe get killed. We've got Painful Truce drawing us cards because we're going to run a lot of different mana. Could get anything back, get another Pernicious Deed or anything like that. It's really good, Eternal Witness. Really love that card. So, like I said, we're going on to the land. There's 1 expensive, well, maybe 2. Because I don't really count the Shot Clans as really expensive. You know, compared to Legacy, you know, when you're talking about this would really needs a Caracas, Scrublands, maybe some Verdant Catacombs, and it can also get some Bayous, but... You know, not everyone's got the money for Bayous and stuff like that, and they're, you know, they're very, very expensive cards. So we're going to have a 1 of Dryad Arbor, can be picked up for about £7-8, which isn't too bad. It's obviously one Forest Dryad, it's a 1/1 creature as well. Godless Shrine, we got one of them. A couple of Overgrown Tombs. This is the expensive land in the one expensive land that we have, but although the fetches as well. Phyrexian Tower adds a colourless, and it's a good way of sacrifice as well. Sacrifice a creature, add 2 black mana to your mana pool. So ramping into Veteran, sacrifice Veteran Explorer, get 2 lands on the battlefield, and we get double black as well. Potentially we could use that to Curse and Hardy Rhino, or something else as well, maybe going into Soaring Grim Nemesis. We run some plains and some swamps, and then a Temple Garden. And then 4 fetch lands. You could really put in Verdant Catacombs if you want. But we're going to run Wooded Foothills and Windswept Heaths. Sheerly because it is a budget and these are slightly cheaper. These obviously can still go and get us our Overgrown Tombs, Dried Arbor, Temple of Gardens. So it's still good. And obviously our forests as well if we need to. So they will do for now. I haven't got a cost of this deck. It's legacy forms it is cheap because they can cost thousands and thousands of dollars. I think the main non-budget deck is probably around £1,500 or £1,600, something like that, maybe even more. So this will come in a hell of a lot less than that, and a lot of these are modern cards that you might already have in your collection. So I see this as my good way to get into Legacy. It's a deck that I'm going to have fun with. It's a deck that I had a lot of the cards already. And, I'm not looking to win, mega tournaments with it or anything like that. I'm just starting out. I don't know. I'm going to be playing decks. I have no clue what I'm playing, but I'm looking to my friends to sort of teach me a bit along the way. And then hopefully see this deck evolve over time. And you never know. I might, eventually get the rest. You can see these, when they've got these yellow marks all around, it means I haven't got them in my MTGO collection. So there's a lot that's missing, but over time, maybe I can get it on MTGO. I'm going to have it in card form a lot quicker. It's just a matter of trying to film a match. I'd love to film a Legacy match with her. So if you'd like to see something like that, please let me know. And, it won't be straight away. It will be over time. And then I will hopefully get a bit of Legacy on Total MTG. Stepping up to the old format. Anyway, guys, I've rabbled on for long enough. I hope you've liked this deck tech. Thanks again to everyone that's been taking time and, sending the love. I have to say that again. Thanks a lot, guys. You're all great. I have the best subscribers in the world. Go and follow us on Twitter if you're not following us on that already. And also Instagram so you can see I put up some lovely pictures of cards. And, keep track of some of my decks that I make that way as well. It's really good. Anyway, this has been Deck Tech Tuesday. Please give it a good thumbs up. That really helps us out. And if you're new, just press that subscribe button. When I'm back on track, I usually do try to post a video at least 5-6 times a week if I can. And but yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers, guys.